Hey guys, it's Nihongo Johnny and welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Johnny and I talk about all things paranormal and Japan. So if you guys are into that sort of stuff, definitely click subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the bell for more notifications. I put out spooky videos every Friday. And today we're going to be talking about 7 Japanese curses. In Japanese they have this saying, Hito noro waba ana futatsu, which means if you curse someone, you're also digging a grave for yourself. It is said that whenever you use these Japanese curses, it will come right back to you, just as bad, if not worse. So it makes me think, is it even worth casting these curses? I don't think it's a very good idea, but let me know what you guys think. As I get into detail about each and every one of these curses, I'm going to be leaving out some phrases or I'll be leaving out some steps. That way, just in case they are real, I don't want people using them. So this video is going to give you a gist of Japanese curses, but it's not going to teach you exactly how to do them. Whether or not they're real, I don't know, but I'd really hope that nobody wants to do them on other people. But apparently there are people out there that try to use them, which is a little bit sad. I guess we don't know everyone's story and maybe they have a reason why they think it's justified. But who knows really? Now without any further ado, let's get into these 7 Japanese curses. So this first curse is called the Tenyen coin curse. And in this curse, just like the name says, you use a 10-yen coin. Along with the coin, you use a personal item from the victim. Sometimes this can be hair or nail clippings, and other times people will use clothing or a piece of paper with their name on it. Apparently hair and nail clippings have the strongest effect, and clothes and the piece of paper with the name on it, those will have a slightly weaker effect. But no matter what, you put the coin and a personal item inside a jar. After that, you have something specific you need to say and you bury it outside of a temple or a shrine. Apparently this is a very common and simple curse, so I think when people try stuff, they try something very easy like that. But once again, if it is real, anything you do like this comes right back to you, so it's not really worth even trying. This next curse is called the Kanji Curse. And kanji literally means Chinese character in Japanese. What happens with this curse is you take a person's name. Apparently a person's name is the person themselves. So that's why a lot of Japanese curses and magic require a person's name. What you do is you take the person's name and write it on a piece of paper. Then you write it again on a second line. Instead of writing the person's full name on the second line, you replace the last character with the kanji for curse. You do that again on the third line as well. But instead of replacing just the final character, you replace the last 2. Then you do the same thing with the fourth line, and you replace the last 3 characters. You keep doing this over and over again until the name is completely gone. Once it's gone, you'll just have a bunch of characters that say curse. Apparently you have to do this on a special piece of paper with a special pencil. And if you make any mistakes while writing this out, the curse doesn't work, it just attacks you. So if you write the name wrong or you do the wrong stroke order, the curse will just rebound on you and not affect the other person at all. So this is a very tricky and I think a little bit more dangerous of a curse. Our third curse is the raw egg curse. With this curse, you take a raw egg and you write someone's name on it. You also write the specific phrase on the egg and poke a hole in the bottom. Once you've done that, you bury the egg near a shrine and you let it rot. Apparently, as the egg rots, so does the health and well-being of the person that you've cursed. Their mental well-being may deteriorate as well. Apparently, there's no way of stopping this curse once you've done it, so it's very dangerous and you don't want to be harming yourself as well in this process. Our fourth curse is the Matsuba fire curse. In this curse, you take some pine needles and a strand of someone's hair. You take that bundle of pine needles and place it in a jar of salt. Once it's in there, you set it on fire and say an incantation. Apparently you're supposed to feel all the anger and all the hatred as you perform this curse, and if you do it half-heartedly or fooling around, it will just hurt you instead and not harm the other person. However, like I said before, it comes right back to you and hurts you just as bad either way. Our next curse is probably the most popular one in Japan. I think if you were to ask a Japanese person, almost any of them would know about this curse. And this curse involves what is called a wara ningyo. And a wara ningyo is a straw doll. Usually it's in the shape of a human. However, sometimes it could be made into the shape of an animal as well. Sometimes people do cows or horses, it really depends. Originally, these dolls were made as wards against evil. People would place them alongside the road in order to protect against the plague. The hope was that the evil spirits which brought disease would inhabit the dolls instead of people. After the doll fulfilled its purpose, people would throw it away in the river. This would cleanse the doll of the evil spirit and keep everyone safe. Over time, these straw dolls became popular tools for dark rituals. Usually a personal item from the victim is placed upon the doll. In a sense, this transforms the doll into the target. It works very similar to the idea of a voodoo doll that we see in popular culture. People then would nail these dolls to trees outside of shrines and temples. This would harm the doll as well as the victim. There are many different rules when creating this straw doll. The dolls can be made out of different materials, and what you put inside the doll may vary. I have heard at one point using these straw dolls was illegal in Japan. I don't know if it's still the case today, but if anyone knows, please let me know. I'd be really interested to find out. On to number 6, the katashiro. The katashiro are paper dolls in the shape of a human. However, they can be made out of wood and straw or even metal as well. There are many different designs depending on the purpose of the spell. These are very similar to the wara ningyo, and they're usually used as a substitute for someone or something in a ritual. They are used a lot in purification rituals to ward off evil. However, in the same sense, these are used for curses as well. What people do is they take these dolls and write someone's name on it or place a personal item in the middle. Once that's done, the doll becomes the person, and that's when people cast spells or curses on this doll. So this doll is more of a tool than an actual curse. The curse is whatever people place on the doll. Finally, we have number 7, Ichijama. Ichijama is a curse from Okinawa. Okinawa is the southernmost island of Japan, and it's located pretty far away from the coast. So that's why some of the language and some of the traditions are very different. Ichijama is a spell where somebody's alive and they leave their body in order to haunt their victim. Ichijama refers to the magic that draws the spirit from the body. It refers to the person who casts the spell, and it also refers to the family line of the spellcaster. So the word itself has many meanings. Not only can people be affected by these spells, animals and crops can also be affected too. This curse is cast by saying a specific incantation onto a specific doll. And once you say that incantation, the doll is then boiled in a pot. As it's boiling, the person casting the curse recites the victim's name over and over. When the ritual is completed, the spirit, which looks exactly like the person casting the spell, visits the home of the victim. The spirit may deliver a gift to the victim, such as a small token or maybe some fruit. Upon receiving this gift, the victim grows sicker and sicker until they eventually die. Apparently this curse is so strong that normal Japanese magic cannot break the curse. Only Okinawan magic can be used. Hopefully you guys found those curses really eerie, really creepy. I know I found them really interesting. I don't know why anybody would actually ever use them if they are real, because the same thing will just happen back to you. So it's really a lose-lose situation. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear. And I've been kind of wondering, what sort of things would you guys like to hear in future videos? I feel like I have lots of material about Japanese urban legends and Japanese magic and stuff like that, but I kind of want to mix things up and add some new stuff in as well. I'm not sure if you guys would like to hear about my personal experiences, even if they're not paranormal, or maybe a little bit about my life or some Japanese lessons. Let me know whatever you guys want to see, and I'll try to make it happen. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please click subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and hit the bell for more notifications. I put out spooky videos every Friday, so you guys don't want to miss one of those. And as always, I'll see you guys next week for another spooky video.